What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing good and welcome back to another video. And I recently built my new PC, so it's about time that I show you guys what parts I've used and how I arrange my setup. So in this video I'll be showing all the parts that I've used in my new gaming PC, but in the coming videos I'll be going over the setup and benchmarks and stuff like that. So in this video I'll be showing you my new gaming PC and the parts I've used, and for reference this gaming PC cost me about 50,000 Indian rupees for the CPU, so keep that in mind. And this is an AMD build, by the way, so let's jump right in. Let's go. Also, I've purchased the parts from local vendors as well as online websites such as MD Computers and Amazon. So I've found quite a bit of difference in the prices, so I highly recommend you guys checking out the parts from the local vendors so you can get more bang for your buck and more value for your money. So the first thing is the CPU, and I've chosen this Ryzen 5 1500X. So it cost me about 14,000 Indian rupees, and to be honest, this is the sweet spot. If I go over the 1600 or the 1600X, it would be a good CPU but an overkill for me, and it will shoot the price up of the bill. So I have to stick with the 1500X. It is good. It has got a slightly higher clock as compared to the 1500, so it is good for day-to-day tasks and multitasking as well as gaming. So 1500X is my pick. So I keep that in mind that I built and bought these parts starting off this year, so that's why I've not bought any i5 or the Ryzen 2, because at that point in time i5's motherboards wasn't that cheap, and only Z370 chipset was available, which was very costly, and obviously it will shoot up the price of the build by several thousand rupees. So I have to stick with the AMD first generation, so that's why 1500X is my pick. So for the power supply I have chosen this. This is VS450 by Corsair. So I got this off a local vendor as well as the CPU that I showed in the previous section. So this seemed like a nice PSU to me. I'm not going to overclock my PC by much, so I just stuck with the VS series. People are saying on the internet that CX series is a lot better as compared to the VS, but VS will just do the job, so stick with that if you want a nice budget gaming PC. So nothing fancy here, VS450 by Corsair. You can pick it up on Amazon as well as local vendors. It is roughly the same price. I'll link all the prices that I got these parts down in the description below for reference, and the links for their Amazon equivalents as well as the price by which I got it from the local vendor, so you can have a reference. This is the motherboard. It is ASUS Prime B350MA, and this is not a fancy motherboard, but it is a B series, so you get overclocking support, so that's a plus point here. And also this motherboard has got 4 ATX slots, 4 DIMM slots, so you can have up to 64 gigs of RAM, and it has got only one PCIe slot, but that's just fine because in 50,000 budget we are only getting one graphic card. You can't even imagine having 2 graphic cards in there. And I want to tell you a thing here. When we are buying motherboards, we go for the expensive ones because they tend to have a better support in the future. Support in the sense that they have more options and slots, so you can upgrade and expand your PC. But to be very honest, technology is moving so fast that I think is going to build a new PC with a new motherboard. So stick to the one that just does the job for you, and you can attach all your parts and all the LEDs and stuff, fans. You decide. So this one does the job for me. It has a nice I/O. It has got, I'll tell you. So this has got these stuff here. I'm not gonna tell you because it's pretty damn simple and easy. You can read it here. Just pause the video and see what stuff it has got. It costed me around 7,000, but I'll check the prices back again and drop everything in the description down below, so don't worry about that. So the RAM I used is this ADATA XPG Z1. Two boxes, 8 gigabits, but the RAM inside my PC is not 16 gigabits. And you know the story, I posted last video about my experience with ADATA, and they took 45 days to replace this faulty RAM and caused me a lot of headaches. So stop paying it for it. So just be aware of the ADATA service if you are planning to buy this RAM. I don't recommend it. Stop it, my friends. So I was telling that I don't recommend this RAM anymore because the service network of ADATA is really poor in India, and buy some other RAM. This is, by the way, 2800 megahertz. I bought it 7,000 rupees from MD Computers, so it was quite a deal. That's why I grabbed it. I didn't know service and stuff. So this is 2800 megahertz, but it runs on 2400 or 2666 by default, so you can of course overclock it. So that's the reason why I bought it. Other RAM which were coming in this price segment were 2133 megahertz. That's why I chose this one, but it was not a very good decision. So be aware of ADATA. Now speaking of the storage, this is pretty simple. This is the box of Western Digital Blue 1 terabyte 7200 RPM. No brainer, buy the best hard drive on budget. So I added a secondary storage, an SSD as well to speed up my computer in general. So the SSD is very nice. I highly recommend you installing an SSD in your PC if you are building it in 2018, because SSD is a must-have. This is a 120 gig SSD, and I installed my operating system on this, and it boosts like bam. Here it goes. It is SP580. ADATA Premier SP580. I'll leave the link down in the description below. SSD has served me quite well. No problem with the SSD. You can go with other ones, but actually you cannot go extremely wrong with an SSD. Buy any one of your choice according to your budget, according to their speeds, according to your requirements, and you'll be all golden. Now what else? Yep, I got this. Bam! Bam! I also game on this PC, so that's why it was important to install a graphic card to my friends, and this is GTX 1050 Ti single fan edition, not the 2-fan edition which is overclocked, but I got it on a discount. Then the two fan one was dealing at about 15,000 rupees, and I got this for 12,000 rupees. So I saved 3,000 rupees. That's why I bought this one. There's a bit of clock speed difference between this one and the 2-fan one, but it is not a very large, and you can stick with that. 1080p gaming at 60 FPS and high-end auto setting is no brainer for this little boy here. You can play games all day. I have tested GTA 5 and Counter-Strike, and Counter-Strike is no problem for this. GTA 5 runs on high and ultra settings, very high ultra settings at more than 60 FPS. A slight dip to 45 sometime when there's a lot of grass, and that's acceptable, so this is quite a nice guy. And last but not the least, this is a Wi-Fi USB adapter. This is only capable of up to 150 Mbps, but I don't have an internet above 150 Mbps, so that's no brainer. Nice and easy to use. Just plug it into your computer and you're good to go. No drivers required. 350 rupees, no brainer, because Wi-Fi is needed these days, so you gotta have to get one. So this was it, my friends. All the parts that I use in my new PC, and a quick rundown of why I use them, and also I'll be giving the price in the description below. So it costed around 50,000 Indian rupees, 49,500 to be exact, and also the cabinet, which I forgot to show you. I'll show you a quick glimpse with the outro. So if you want more stuff, I do random tech videos, the tech which I own and the tech which I like to show to the people. So subscribe to the channel, hit a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Here comes the glimpse of my stormtrooper, my friends.